Moving in the right direction. That was U.S. Labor Secretary Tom Perez on Countdown to the Closing Bell in the past hour with an optimistic outlook on the economy. Now, the markets were also happy with the news, but there were still enough negatives in the jobs data to keep the Fed pumping money. That's why Wall Street was so happy. So what does this all mean to the folks on the ground who are actually creating the new jobs? Joining me now, three members of the Job Creators Network. We have Doug Howe, Mansfield Energy Chairman and CEO, Stephen Bienko, 42 Holdings founder and president, and John Slavic Group founder and president. Gentlemen, thank you so much. And again, thank you for creating those jobs. We need you guys. John, first of all, I'm going to ask you all this question. Are you hiring?
Yes, we are. In fact, David, we've hired considerably this year in anticipation of what we're beginning to see now unfold in the economy.
Okay.
So we'll be adding several more positions in the next few weeks.
You saw it coming. Stephen, are you hiring?
Yes, sir, we are. Emphatically, we're hiring. We're very excited to at least bring on 40 to 50 new people within 2014.
Good stuff. What kind of people, by the way? What kind of employees?
We are looking for, in our resource, we're a member of the College Hunks Hauling Junk and College Hunks Moving franchise system. We're very excited to hire right out of high school, individuals right out of college. We're looking for that young, energetic person that wants to now start their life and get things rolling.
That's wonderful news to a lot of parents, by the way, who have those young people without jobs living at home. Doug, are you hiring?
Yes, we are. We have about 25 to 30 open positions today. We hope to hire about 75 next year. We've hired between 75 and 100 actually every year since 2007. So we've been able to push right through. We're excited that the economy now is giving us a little bit of tailwinds versus the headwinds we've had to push through over the last few years.
Good. And again, what kind of people are you hiring? What kind of positions?
You know, these positions are everything from project management, logistics, sales, customer service, engineering. I mean, it's up and down the entire organization. So we need skill sets of all ranges, predominantly everything from new college grads, which we just brought in our latest academy graduates, which we recruit off campus from 230 different campuses around the country, to experienced hires with 4 or 5 years of experience. And we also need some senior positions with much more experience than that.
Right. So all across the board. That's great news. So, Stephen, we have good news on the jobs front then. Obviously good news for Wall Street. Traders are just lighting their cigars with $100 bills out there. Things are going so well in the market. So why do most Americans have such a grim view of the economy?
No. Most Americans do have a grim view of the economy because this is what's really happening. You know, we have right now, we have a rage against the franchising industry, which is coming from the National Labor Relations Board, trying to crack down on making employers and employees under the same realm when it comes to franchising and franchisees and franchisors, which could possibly devastate the franchise industry, which is the one industry that's producing the majority of these jobs. So,
by the way,
that
before you go further,
scary.
Stephen, let me just mention there was a decision by the NLRB, National Labor Relations Board, who a lot of people say has become.
I have trouble with that too.
They kind of have been a rubber stamp for unions in many cases, but it was against McDonald's. Go ahead.
It was against McDonald's, and it's sort of the last try for the unions as they, begin to fall apart. It's their last effort, their last ditch effort to gain some momentum and gain some more control. But it's devastating because the franchise industry is the one industry that is employing and actively recruiting new people, and it's one of the biggest employment agencies in the country. So this type of thought process or this type of inconsideration for people in general could devastate the job market. And I'm not sure if the government agencies are really thinking about that.
John, this is the first recession of my lifetime where we have come out of the recession not decreasing tax rates or decreasing regulations, but increasing them, which, of course, slows the creation of new businesses. If it was not for that, if we were lowering the number of regulations and the intensity of these regs that Stephen just talked about, do you think we'd have more growth than we have now?
Absolutely. It's really been the small business where the regulators have seen a great target. And as a small business contends with this mounting regulatory environment, they're really hamstrung in many respects to be able to add new jobs. So many small businesses look for other means by which they can cope with these types of problems.
Doug, let's end on a positive note, which is energy. We see the price of oil coming down. Today was below $90 a barrel. All of this huge
it's a fantastic
production
milestone to break through.
A tremendous milestone. And, of course, the new milestone that the U.S. is now producing more oil than Saudi Arabia or Russia, which is extraordinary. Isn't that going to somehow mean good news for small businesses going down the line?
I think it's good news for businesses, big businesses, small businesses, and as importantly, consumers. We're seeing gas prices come down now. I think there's more fun to come with some of those crude prices and wholesale prices continuing to drop. And it's directly related to the fact we've added over 3 million barrels a day of new production domestically. And let's not look past the fact we've added over 1 million barrels a day of renewables production between ethanol and biodiesel as well. So that's all domestic production that is giving us not energy independence at this point, but we are energy secure. I mean, we got wars going on in the Middle East. We have Russia attacking their neighbors, and the crude price is dropping. Our energy costs are dropping from the natural gas that's powering our power to the fuel that's going in our cars. I mean, that's going to trickle down to the economy. It's good news.
It's great
and it
news.
is a tailwind for all of us for next year.
Yeah, let's thank goodness for all the blessings that we have in that regard. It is wonderful news. And again,
let's
it gets
keep
us
the
more
party
secure.
going and not let regulation come and snuff it out.
I agree with you. Doug Howe, as Stephen Bianco, John Slavic. Gentlemen, again, you're great people in the U.S. economy. Couldn't do without you. You're great job creators. Thanks for being here with us. Appreciate it.